appearance. Bob Manzi, the Indiana County District Attorney, brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And the Veterans Providers Group is a part of this conversation as well. And we're hoping Diann Overman is able to get through to us. Bob, what have you and Diann been cooking up over there?
Well, you know, the Veterans Group has a number of different programs going on, and one of the programs that we're very heavily involved with is the Veterans Treatment Court. The Veterans Treatment Court started here in Indiana County back in 2019. Judge Clark, that was one of the programs he wanted to build here, and after his election to judge, worked very diligently with the court and the district attorney's office and probation and built a fantastic Veterans Treatment Court as a diversion program for those veterans accused of crimes in the county.
Yeah, and it is something that is a concept that has worked in other counties very, very well. So tell me about how it's constituted here in Indiana County. What happens?
It has done very well here. We had our first graduations. We've already graduated 3 individuals from the program. And it's a pretty intensive program. It's certainly not a program where you go in and you just kind of sit on your laurels and do nothing. There's a lot of treatment involved. There's a lot of community involvement, mentoring that occurs to address the underlying issues that each of the veteran defendants are facing. So they go through the intensive program. We've graduated 3. We have 6 people in the program currently. We have other peoples who are in the various stages of making application for the program. So we expect that number to grow over time.
You know, of course, from working with veterans groups such as the Veterans Providers Group here in Indiana County, that there are special issues for veterans. And Diann Overman is on the other line with us right now. Diann, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful. It's good to have you with us here today. Bob has been telling us about Veterans Court and how well it has worked. And I just sort of tossed him one there. I said, hey, Bob, we know that Indiana County's veterans and veterans as a group have their own special issues, and that applies as well to law enforcement and to working within the criminal justice system. Diann, you know that from all of your work over these years, don't you?
Absolutely, and the challenges that our veterans face here in the county, that's really the purpose of the Veteran Providers Group, is to meet those needs. Yeah. And one of them is, struggling with addiction and mental illness, those types of things. And, veteran courts are really, really important in helping those veterans to get back on their feet and stay out of the jail and help them to, provide for their families and be strong and get back to work. Pennsylvania is one of the 4th highest in the United States for population of veterans. So that's a lot of veterans ending up in Indiana County. So that safety net that the Veterans Providers Group has is really, really important to this county.
Yeah, absolutely. Bob, when you think about the way these veterans courts have worked, not only here but across the state, many counties now have veterans court. That ability to rely upon other courts and other people involved in other counties can help counties such as ours, and we can help counties that also are setting up veterans courts. That sort of interconnectivity between each county can be a very, very helpful thing in fashioning policy, can't it?
Oh, absolutely. When you're looking at creating these courts, we have these special diversionary courts throughout the state, and instead of recreating the wheel, you're able to go to other counties that are having success, learn from them to implement that here in our home county, and then we're able to utilize the network just within our county throughout the entire veterans system to be able to address the needs that we have here in Indiana County. If you're, I see the emails coming through the Veterans Group on a daily basis where they're looking for assistance with X, Y, or Z, and there's always somebody out there in that network that's able to say, I can help you with that. We're able to address the needs quickly and stop any further issues.
Was there any special consideration that needed to be made in terms of state statutes in order to create Veterans Court?
You do have to work through the administrative court system. You do have to work through their various systems in order to make sure that you're following all of the basic compliance with the special diversionary programs. it's a pretty big task to begin a treatment program. It's a huge undertaking. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of effort from many different offices, not only the courts, the district attorney's office, the defense attorney bar, court administration, that to make sure that all of these processes are placed. We don't just want to have something that we stamp as a specialty court without following all the procedures in place through the state.
Is one automatically going to get to have their case heard in Veterans Court simply because that person is a veteran, or are there qualifications that need to be met?
There are qualifications that are going to need to be met. Some charges simply are not appropriate for being there. And just because an individual is a veteran does not mean that their case automatically goes there. In order to apply to any specialty treatment court, you have to have basic qualifications to be interviewed to be determined if your case is appropriate. Then we have to look at an individual and say, are they in a position in their life to really want to face the issues that are in their life? If they're simply trying to use a diversion program, but they really don't want to confront those issues, we don't believe they're going to do well, and their case may not be in that program. Now, that doesn't mean to say we know some of these individuals are going to have challenges. Just because you come into this program, there's not a magic wand that makes all those issues go away. We know it's going to be a battle, but we're looking for those individuals that are ready to confront that issue and ready to take on that battle.
Yeah, and Diann, from the Veterans Providers Group standpoint, you're very well aware of all of those issues as well and the need to work through them. It can be a very, very complicated thing, and it requires cooperation, doesn't it, from not only the various agencies involved, but somebody who is making their way into the system as a defendant.
Absolutely, and it does take a vigorous commitment from that veteran to go into that treatment court and acknowledge those things and work through them. And it also takes that commitment from our county. So, we really appreciate that, our local district attorney has embraced our group, makes it a priority to either be there himself for our monthly meetings or always send a representative. And that commitment is really important, that he's willing to collaborate with us and utilize our expertise within the groups to help him to do that court. The success rate with Veterans Court is very high. The first veteran court in the United States had a 98% success rate. So that speaks to, the commitment that not just the people running the courts have, but also that the veteran has to accepting that treatment also.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So for somebody to get into this system and to have his or her case make its way through requires a whole bunch of different professionals working together. That's the sort of cooperation that we like to see here in Indiana County because they're such a special group of people. Bob, I'm sure that from working with these veterans, you've had, what'd you say, 3 graduates so far?
We've had three graduates so far and 6 individuals currently in the program.
Yeah, that being the case, that they have a different mindset, don't they, about this whole criminal justice procedure, and there's more of a responsibility that they take upon themselves.
They do, and one of the very interesting aspects of the program that I see is our mentors. We have volunteer veteran mentors who come in and serve as individual mentors to the veteran defendants going through the program. They volunteer their time to be in court themselves, to be a resource for that individual, to help them through the struggles. So if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and they need somebody to offer that support, those volunteer mentors are available. So that is a huge aspect of our program, is those veterans who want to offer their time to help their fellow veterans in their time of need.
Oh, that's such a good thing.
I think that is very, very important. And, the Veterans Treatment Court is always looking for mentors to be part of that program. That information is posted on our Indiana County Veteran Providers Group Facebook page. Again, go on and like that page because that information is always going through there. But that is a very important part of the program. They kind of call them like battle buddies, and that's really important.
Oh, that's nice. That's a great way to put it, too. I really like it. I really like the whole concept. Congratulations to Judge Martin for getting this thing going. It's something that is, I think, a really vital part of that chain that is necessary for us to help to take care of our vets. They took care of us, so we need to do something that's going to help to take care of them. Good to see a program have this kind of success, isn't it?
Yes. Well, we thank your office, Bob, for being part of our group and embracing the idea of working together. And it's been a pleasure to have you part of our group.
Oh, I appreciate that, Diann. And the same to you and your group. When I came into office, this group was already formed. I'd been a part of it through other veterans programs I'm involved in. And Diann and her group are a phenomenal resource to our veterans in the county. I see the emails coming through for a lot of different reasons, coming through every different day, and just a phenomenal resource to a lot of good people.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
Terrific stuff. I'm glad we're able to get on and talk about this today. Diann Overman, the Indiana County Veterans Providers Group, and, of course, Bob Manzi, our Indiana County District Attorney. Thanks to both of you for being with us today.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160